Hi, this is the March of Training method. We're going to be going through the basics of the swing. First we'll start with kettlebell swings, then we'll move into clubbell swings and Bulgarian training bag swings. All swings are meant for one purpose, and that is power. We're looking at the movement of swaying with the hips as opposed to heaving. A deadlift would be considered heaving the hips, where the hips are going up and down, as swaying is forward and back. That's the difference between strength and the difference between a power exercise. So, getting into our kettlebell swing. To get into the swing, there's two different modes. First is called the kettlebell drag. We are tipping the kettlebell on its side, dragging, and then exploding forward. The other method is the rocket. Merely going into a deadlift, coming up, rocking back and forth, and when you're ready, some of the main things to consider when doing a kettlebell swing is first, you must have toes up. You want to make sure that you're driving through the heels. It would be good to check out the 7 components of the CST system on the discussion board to see all 7 of those factors in keeping a good posture while doing the swing. Next, you want to make sure that your hips are back and not down. Hips back. Next, chest and chin is up. You want to keep a healthy S-curve of your spine instead of making your spine into a hinge joint where it hinges on one of those discs. So chest and chin up, lock the elbows, and good tight grip, confirming your grip. Okay? So the swing is like this. I'll go in from the drag. Now I'll show you from the front. Going into the rocket. Next, let's talk a little bit about breathing. The traditional way to breathe is you exhale through the effort. So on the swing, the effort would be as you're pushing your hips out. A more advanced way of breathing, and you can check out the breath mastery scale, is anatomical breathing. You are breathing as you are collapsing the body, as you are folding the body. So anatomical breathing would look like this. And the more advanced breathing, you're actually letting your body breathe for you. You're not consciously breathing out, your body's doing it for you. So, another progression to the swing is we're going to work on the decelerated swing. It's easy to have a partner, it's easier to have a partner do this for you, but I'll demonstrate myself. So, the accelerated phase of the swing is obviously pushing the hips forward. So in the decelerated phase, you are working on slowing down the weight, as opposed to swinging the weight, taking a break, swinging the weight, and taking a break. In this type of swing, there are no breaks. You're working on both the acceleration and the deceleration of the weight. So, great load is put on the hamstrings to decelerate the load. Just as if you were to take off sprinting and you have to stop quickly, hamstrings are used in that. So, let's go through some other modes of swings. So, we do the straight up swing. You can do single arm, 2 arms. Also, you can take 2 kettlebells and do a swing on the outside of the knees. Obviously, you'll keep your feet in close, about hips width. All of these exercises, toes are up, drive through the heels. Okay? Some other things we can do to swing. We can use our club belt. Now with the club belt, there's a little bit different way to enter into the swing. We're going to go what's called the silverback position. I'll show you from the front. Thumbs down. It's very similar to the drag. Okay, now from the side, again the silverback position, very similar to the drag. Okay, so you can swing with 2 club bells Obviously, you can swing with one club bell. You can swing with one club bell right up the middle. And also you can swing with a Bulgarian training bag. With the Bulgarian training bag, your foot position needs to be a little different. You're going to go into what's called a sumo squat position. Feet pointing out at about 45 degrees. Typically in your swing, you want your feet pointing straight ahead, maybe slightly out, anywhere from 10 to 15 degrees, just like you would with a deadlift, 10 to 15 degrees at most. With the Bulgarian training bag, because of the width of the bag, you're given no other choice but to go really wide. So, grabbing the bag, going into the rocket, coming in from the side. Toes are up, squeeze the glutes, abs in tight. There you have it, the swing.